Bono may not be twirling and dipping anymore, at least not on television. I have no idea what he does in his private life. That's his business. But he is talking about his experience on Dancing with the Stars and a whole lot of other things. So I'm happy to welcome back to my show the always outspoken, the lovely and talented Chaz Bono.
Thank you.
Happy to have you here, Chaz.
Thanks. Good to be here.
So they kicked you off this week. Did you see it coming?
You know, I got pretty low scores from the judges, so it was definitely a distinct possibility.
But that doesn't seem to matter on that show.
I think as time wears on, it does.
Oh, yeah?
You know, because if you're competing with somebody who's getting like 29s and stuff, and also it's hard, you know, the judges set the tone, and if you really don't know anything about ballroom dancing, which most of us don't,
right?
You know, you will think, oh, okay, well they know what they're saying, and that must not be very good.
There's
so
your first mistake.
I'm not gonna.
That they know what they're saying. They don't know any more than you do. I have a feeling. Maybe Len does.
Len, I think, has definitely the most ballroom experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one, the little, what's his name?
Which one? Bruno?
Bruno, yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
What's his
really
name?
know.
What's his credentials?
I really don't know. I did see on the show one season a picture of him dancing with Elton John in the back of one of his videos, but I don't know. You know, I don't know what else he did.
I once took ballet classes. Can I be a judge? And Naba, she's kind of a nice girl.
She is a nice girl.
She's a nice girl, but
yeah.
is she a dancer?
She was a dancer, from what I understand. Yeah.
All right, but I mean, you were a fair dancer, which
yeah.
it's not your forte. Let's put it that way.
Well, no, I mean, you know, for somebody with no dance experience and my age and size, I feel like I did. Yeah. Fairly good.
You gave it the old college try.
I did.
But on a scale of 1 to Kate Gosselin, where would you put yourself? Because she was the worst one, I think.
You know, I didn't see that season, so...
How about Tom DeLay, one of the worst ones?
Didn't see that one either.
Oh, so you don't watch the show?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, mine was, I was always, you know, didn't want... Steve Wozniak was my barometer. And so I would say to Leigh, she's like, oh, that's really cute. And I was like, not Steve Wozniak cute, though, is it?
That was your...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But you made a touching speech on your way out of the show. Let's watch it.
I came on this show because I wanted to show America a different kind of man. And I know that if there was somebody like me on TV when I was growing up, my whole life would have been different. And so I dedicate everything I did to all the people out there like me, and especially the kids and teens who are struggling. You know, you can have a wonderful, great life and be successful and happy.
I really like that. I like that a lot. I thought that was a touching moment for you and for the kids out there who are, you know, who don't feel that they fit in for whatever the reason. Right. It doesn't have to be as extreme as what you went through, but even just gay kids who are getting bullied, I mean, they need to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I salute you for that.
Thank you.
Now, Keith Ablow, or as we like to call him, Ablow, he said that your being on that show would be bad for kids. What did you think of that?
I mean, I thought it was, you know, ridiculous, of course, but he's somebody with an agenda, and because he's a doctor, you know, people think that that's weighs somehow to his credibility, but he's a right-wing activist who happens to be a doctor, not the other way around.
I have 2 words for you: Conrad Murray. I'm just saying, he's a doctor too.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. Now, the night before you were voted off the show, you were hurt by a comment one of the judges made, so let's look at that.
It was like watching a cute little penguin trying to be a big, menacing bird of prey.
If you're an overweight woman in this competition, losing weight, they love you. If you're an overweight guy trying to do this competition, getting in shape, they penalize you for it, call you a penguin. Bruno makes comments about me being cute and cuddly in this, in an Ewok with the Princess Leia and this, like I'm some fat troll dancing with this beautiful woman every week, you know, and I'm sick of it.
You know, I think Bruno is attracted to you. That's just me.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, somebody calls somebody cute and cuddly every week, and the way he sort of comes on to you.
I really don't think so. I really
go there for a minute.
I really don't think so. I really think I'm kind of the antithesis of what Bruno's attracted to.
What is he attracted to?
I'm thinking, you know, skinny little twinks like him.
Oh, there you go. Right. So he's not a chubby chaser, I guess.
I don't
huh?
think he is. He doesn't like the bears. This would be my guess.
Yeah, but you know he loves attention. So even when he goes off on people, he just must be on camera. He must jump up. He must be the one. You know.
You know, look, I'm so over it at this point. It was, for me, the show was an amazing experience. And I leave with, you know, lifelong friends and with knowing that I was able to withstand so much more than I ever thought I could.
That's true.
And I just kept pushing myself and persevering, and, you know, the confidence it gave me, it's truly been a gift.
But
So
I said the other day on The View, I said Chaz must be thrilled that he's off the show. It's enough already.
I wasn't. I'm actually. I mean, that's.
Really?
It's. I mean, again, I'm not like angry or bitter or any of that.
No, but it's exhausting.
Yeah, but I'm sad because it's like, you know, our cast was so close, and everybody was always telling us we're the closest cast there ever was, and it's like, to know that my friends are back, you know, at the rehearsal hall, doing it, and I'm not there, that's what's tough.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I know that you don't want to talk about Shmakovsky, and I won't.
About what?
About Shmakovsky, Maxim Shmakovsky.
Oh.
I know you don't want to talk about it, but I think, this is just me, you don't have to say a word. I think that this whole acting out that he's into, it's my show and all this other stuff, I think that they must have said to him, you know, the ratings might be dipping. Geek it up a little, Max. What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No? That's television.
It is television, but...
So he's just, I won't say it.
Okay.
His particular behavior might work in the Ukraine. It doesn't really work on Dancing with the Stars.
You know, I think what happens is as you go on, you're really invested in this, and it's your life, and you know, I think that it's hard when you feel like you or your partner's getting attacked, because we put so much into this. And I think, you know, the one thing that probably won't happen, but if the judges could take away, just, you know, respectfulness to everybody, because you put your life into this. I haven't had a day off since Labor Day.
Yeah, they could be kinder.
I put everything that I had, physically and emotionally, into this. And so you just want to at least be treated with respect.
Well, I think that it's totally kosher for them to say, I don't like your dancing.
Of course,
absolutely. And they could be funny about it, and they could be mean. But when they start attacking you physically, I really think they're off base. And it's a stupid thing to do on television anyway, because there's so much more to criticize when people are dancing like klutzes. You know what I mean?
Of course. Definitely, with me, I'm sure there was a lot. But I did get some. I mean, you know, Len talked about heel leads, and you know, and it's impossible for us to get, you know, I mean, I remember just the hardest part was for me was remembering everything at the same time, because each step you took, you'd have to remember what your hands were doing, what your feet were doing.
Not easy.
You know, Lacey got into my, you know, pretty fingers. I never thought about pretty fingers until I got on Dancing with the Stars. You know, the phrase never entered my mind, and you know, posture and this.
Keeping your body a certain way. They're always like in a certain position.
Absolutely. And then with certain dances, the Latins, you got to lead with your toe, and the ballroom, you have to lead. It's impossible, you know, to really be able to get this unless you're, you know, there are a few people like JR, I think, who's just, you know,
and
just
Ricky.
a natural, amazing.
Ricky's a natural, too.
Yes.
Ricky is very good. Yeah, but I mean, I agree with you. I think that they should be kinder, just on the basis of the fact that you have to do so much work to get to where you're going. But when Shmakovsky says to Len Goodman, you need to retire, that's off base, too. It's like, take the hit, Shmakovsky, okay? All right, I'm off of his case now. Do you now, and the other thing about it is that you seem to think that the Penguin remark was about being heavy. I didn't see it that way.
It was cumulative for me, really, because it was, you know, I wasn't, you know, if he had just said that, it wouldn't have gotten to me at all, really. It was that, it was an Ewok one week, it was a basketball another week. It was
basketball.
A penguin. So all of these roundish objects and things, yes. And so that's really what it was. If it was one time, I really, and I was frustrated. You know, I was really frustrated because I had put a lot into that dance and felt really good about it. And you just are like,
I think you did great.
Thank you.
You did great, and as I said before, there are young people out there watching, and you did a great thing for them. But before you go, I must ask you about Nancy Grace's nip slip. Now, she's a colleague, and I watch very closely because I like her. But I wasn't there to see the actual nip. You were.
I didn't actually. First of all, I have to say that, you know, one of the most wonderful things I got out of this show was my relationship with Nancy Grace. I mean, the two of us just fell in love with each other. It's an odd pairing, but
I can
you know,
see it.
we could leave our spouses potentially for
Really?
each other. Sure.
Oh boy.
It could happen.
What about the twins?
I know the twins. I like the twins, though. I'll take the twins.
You'll
in,
take
too.
the twins?
I'll take the twins.
All right. Thank you, Chaz, very much for
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having
And
me.
congratulations for the good work you did. And we'll be
Thanks.
right back.